Hey, thanks for checking back into What The If, where you get the best what ifs on YouTube. This is part 3 of a series, so if you want to watch it in order, be sure to find part 1 in the playlist on my channel. But if you're ready, just stay here because the video starts now. After a fierce battle between the King Meruem, Gon, and Killua, they all laid on the ground, heavily wounded and unable to move. A figure rushes through the forest-turned war zone, and then the mystery figure scans the area for a moment before running back into the depths of the forest. Until it reaches a familiar face, Morel. Morel has left the castle in search of Netero or the king, and sent out hundreds of smoke figures to scout the area, and report back to him. Lucky for Gon and Killua, Morel and the remaining hunters rush over to make sure the king is dead, and then try and save the two young hunters. Morel and Knuckle quickly go to their location, and find them and the king barely clinging to life. Having already started evacuating the castle, Komogi asks for a moment with the king before they finish him off. Several hunters protest, but ultimately it is allowed, and Komogi gets to say goodbye before Morel finishes the Chimera Ant off for good. They then take the injured boys out of NGL and back to civilization to deal with the repercussions of the Chimera Ant arc. Kurapika and Lorio meet at the association headquarters and learn about Gon and Killua's injuries and the sacrifice to defeat the King Meruem. Morel and Knuckles also explain how it took him, Knuckle, Melion, and Shoot working together just to beat a royal guard named Yuppie. Then going further about Shiapoof saving Meruem but dying to Netero's nuke. Luodio and Kurapika, with guilt written all over their face, both agree that they are proud of their friends and will do anything to save them from the Nin curse slowly killing them. But first, they must deal with the Hunter Association scrambling to fill the spot of chairman, now that Netero is dead. The election arc follows very similarly to how it originally is in the anime, with Ging and Parston's constant mind games and the surprising support for Luodio as chairman. And with Gon not suddenly coming back healed from his injuries, Gon never shows up and accidentally stops Luodio's momentum, leading to Luodio becoming chairman of the Hunter Association, which of course he declines, until he learns of the massive paycheck that comes with the job and the possibility to help people. Most people are fine with the decision, thinking the new blood will be good for the hunters, or are happy to have someone weaker than Netero they see as more of a pushover, while many just don't care. But for whatever reason, Luodio has become one of the most powerful hunters in the world, and with his new title, he anxiously enters his first true meeting with the Zodiacs. And while Luodio does his part in helping Gon and Killua, Kurapika is also tracking down a way to save his friends. Killua hears that the Zoldycks are hiring people for a job involving healing Killua, so of course he rushes over, hoping his relationship with Killua would give him a leg up on his potential competition. Kurapika is quickly hired and rushed into a room with several other hunters, all waiting on their number to be called. Before even being seated, Kurapika is called to the front of the line. He quickly walks by the judgment-filled faces of the crowd as he is quickly ushered into a room, then elevator with little warning. Other than don't make a scene or the Zoldycks will throw him out personally. Kurapika scoffs under his breath, replying he sees where Killua gets his attitude from. The stoic butler then adds, "Your job is simple, go in here and ask for Killua to be healed." And before Kurapika can ask any questions, a door opens and he is left alone in a child's room, or so he thinks, until he sees a little girl alone on the floor. Kurapika walks over, slow and unsure of what's going on, as he sees the girl crying. He quickly tries to comfort her, asking, "Are you okay?" But she pushes him away. "No, you're just here to do a job for my family. I don't want to talk to you." So Kurapika assures her, "No, I'm just here to help my friends. They're hurt and I'm trying to fix it." The child shuffles closer. "Really? Who's your friend?" Kurapika sees he's gaining her trust, so he continues with the truth. "One is named Gon, and the other is named Killua." The girl asks, "How do I know you're not lying for my family?" Kurapika says, "I'm sorry, I don't know how to prove it. I'm just joining this job to help my friends, and I was hoping that Killua's family would have a plan, but they just brought me in here." Aluka tries to explain. They want you to ask Nanika to heal Killua, but everyone else that's asked her has been killed or is unable to complete her requirements. Kurapika keeps his composure, but is shocked and starting to worry. Why did they die, he asks, with Alluka just replying she didn't like them. Kurapika says, well, regardless, if you think this will heal Killua and my other friend, Gon, then I'll try. Alluka smiles, saying, I hope it works, and then closes her eyes. Then, when they open back, Kurapika can tell that a different person is speaking to him. Kurapika says, hello? And a small voice squeaks out, hi. A still weary Kurapika tries finding the words to ask, saying, can you heal my friend Killua and Gon too, please? Nanika is quiet for a moment before whispering, no, I cannot. I need to be close enough to touch them to heal them. So, she tells Kurapika that to fulfill his wish, he will need to get her out of the Zoldyck family house. So your first task is to get me out of here. Back at the Hunter Association building, Luodio is in a fierce verbal battle as the Zodiacs argue about their next move. Luodio shouts out, all you idiots need to get your head out of the clouds. You're arguing over nothing. We all want what's best for the hunters and the people in general. And if you don't want that, you have no business being here, so leave. Everyone is quiet, but Parston, who slowly claps for Luodio, saying in a condescending tone, oh hey, the chairman wants to make the world a better place. That's exactly what we should do. But how do you plan on doing that? Luodio snaps back, saying, I think the best way is to kick you and Ging out so I never have to look at you losers again. So, like I said, Parston, if you're not going to help, feel free to get out of my building. Parston has nothing to say for a moment, but Ging just laughs. I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I really like this guy. Ging continues, saying, I'm sure things will be in good hands while I'm off. Again, everyone begins arguing. Leave? You just got here. We need to fix things. But Ging just rolls his eyes. Well, figure it out. I've had enough of this clown show. I'm going on a trip. Feel free to replace me if you need to. Parston is still silent, torn between his inability to choose who he should go after first, Ging or this new threat, Luodio. But he finally speaks, saying, I too will be leaving. No point in being where I'm not wanted after all. You'll have to find someone to replace me as well. Parston and Ging then lock eyes as Ging walks out, leaving everyone up in arms, and dealing with the new fires already needed to be put out in the Hunter x Hunter world. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help the channel keep growing, and let me know if you want me to continue more with this story or maybe move on to something else. But that's it for me today. I'll talk to you all next time, so until then, have a great day.